So I did a hike this morning up at Ten Sleep Lake Falls Trailhead. I think that was up at around 9,500 feet elevation. That went well. I did that with a friend that I met here on the campground, and now I'm going to do a little solo action here, leading down from the campground. There's some cliffs in the distance here, and I believe that this trail goes down there. Yeah, it's nice hiking with a partner, but I like hiking alone too, a lot. So off we go. Yeah, those guys are not going anywhere until I vacate. They're just eagle-eyeing me all the way across this meadow. So back on the subject of kind of adjusting to a new biome, being out here in the west in the mountains for less than 24 hours now. I got used to on the east coast or in the eastern US, just kind of eventually I kind of got comfortable with being out in the woods by myself, and now I'm finding them kind of having to readjust. I did a hike earlier today with a hiking partner on a trail with other people on it here and there, and now I'm out by myself again on this old trail. But I'm just trying to readjust my mind and my head to now there might be another species of bear to deal with out here, grizzlies. I've seen antelope, I've seen deer, I've seen moose, so there's prey animals out here for big predators. So bears, mountain lions, those, I didn't have to deal with mountain lions on the East Coast, but I'm just trying to, I'm back to wearing my machete. Not that's going to really do a lot of good against any of these things, but it makes me feel a bit more secure. Then I've got bear bell on my bag. I'm wearing my sunglasses backwards on my head so that if a mountain lion is like stalking me, maybe it gives it a little bit of pause to attack me from behind. And then of course banging my stick on rocks as I move along here just to announce my presence. And I'm just trying to take precautions whatever way I can, and I think in time I'll adjust and feel more comfortable out here. But yeah, it is a little creepy but it is still super beautiful, and to the bold go the spoils. So I'm just gonna move down into the deeper part of the forest here and try to get to this cliff formation that's a little, ways down here. So that is a footprint, that, and that. That is the footprint of a two-toed ungulate. And if I'm correct about my terminology, that means, a hoofed herbivore. And I don't know whether that means, what it means, but there's some pretty big scat. I saw some huge scat a ways back, so I'm guessing that might be moose. So they are definitely out here. So I am going to be talking loud and making noise, just so I don't surprise them, because if there's a mama moose out here with her offspring, I do not want to be surprising her. There's really nowhere for me to go. I don't think I could outrun them anyway, so that That creek sure is pretty, but it does pose one issue, and that is that it's noisy. And for somebody that's kind of new to the mountains and a little bit on edge about things like mountain lions, it does mask a lot of sounds. So whether it's mountain lions or bears or moose, basically I'm not going to hear any of these things moving through the brush, potentially until I'm right on top of them. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty, and I do enjoy walking by it. So I've taken to, I'm going to get closer to the camera here just because of the noise, but I've taken to carrying my machete in my right hand and my walking stick in my left hand. And it's nice because I can bang them together and it makes a nice metallic noise that out here I'm sure any animal would not be comfortable hearing that. It's a human noise. But there's just something about holding an 18-inch blade in your hand that makes you feel a little bit more secure out here. So then all of a sudden I just come along on this huge hose laying on the path. So I'm within a couple minutes of my turnaround time, and I was just about to give up and turn around, and then I was considering climbing that to see what's on the other side of it. But then literally within 2 steps of where I was going to turn around and go do that, I saw this. So the trail splits off and goes up. So at least I can see over this thing and see if the cliff is on the other side of that. And I'm still, this water hose just goes forever. It ends like a quarter mile up that way. Who knows how far down that way it goes, but I don't know if it's pumping water from down there to up there or from up there to down there, but what's it for? There's a river right there. What do you need water? I don't know. At any rate, big water hose. But I'm going to go up this trail and see what's on the other side and then maybe turn around. Well, what do you know? Once again, on this trip, I've discovered that hard work and dedication do pay off. So there are the cliffs. There's more right there. Some caves up there. Yeah, a little winded from climbing up that. Before you judge me too harshly, just remember I've been at 8,000 feet altitude for all of 20 hours. So, and I did just hike an hour to get to this point. Look at this. Look at this tree. Oh, that thing had a lot of branches. Yeah, so now I'm going to go down this trail a little bit. I was going to turn around literally like 2 minutes ago, but I can't not investigate this. Let's go check it out. So again, there's the big beauty, the dramatic, megalithic, I mean, just knock you off your feet type of, in your face beauty, out here, but as I've mentioned previously, there's the subtle beauty as well. So, I'm in this giant meadow, and again, these flowers, which are kind of endemic to this whole region, and they're so beautiful. And then, there's these things here. There's little white flowers. This stuff. It's just plain old, what are those? Not daisies. Whatever those are. Forgive me, I for some reason can't remember. But then there's, this weird like sagebrush stuff that kind of looks like, a bonsai tree. And then, there's even this stuff. Looks like trees out of a Dr. Seuss book, like I Am the Lorax or something. And it just, you can see how big this meadow is. At first I came in here, I'm like, I'm gonna walk over to those cliffs, but those cliffs are a good quarter-mile away through some pretty thick, rough terrain, and then it's protected by more forest over there. But this might be one of my ambitious hike that I might do tomorrow. After I'm a little bit better acclimated to the altitude, come down here and actually see if I can get through one of those passes or gaps and get up on top of there. So for now, I'm just super thrilled that I made it here. Like I say, I was literally 60 seconds from turning around on the trail that was coming down by the river, and I just made one last effort to come up a berm, and this is what was on the other side. Absolutely amazing.